Beyerdynamic DT990 Pro, DT770 Pro, or the Audio-Technica ATH-M50x. If you mostly game or do critical listening, the open-back DT990 might be the move. But pick it for a shared room or recording, and the sound bleed becomes a real headache. Grab the wrong one, and you either fight leakage or feel boxed in. I'll make it clear which one fits how you actually use them. Let's get into it. Open back versus closed back. This is the call that decides everything else. The DT990 Pro is open back, which means air flows through the cups. The payoff is a wider, more spacious presentation, that open back soundstage where instruments feel like they have room to breathe. For gaming and critical listening, it's genuinely better at policing sounds around you. But here's the catch. It leaks both ways. Anyone next to you hears your music, and your mic picks up whatever's playing. If you record, stream with an open mic, or share a room, the DT990 falls apart for you. No way around it. The DT770 Pro and the M50X are both closed back, and that's the whole point. They seal sound in. The DT770 isolates around 18 decibels of ambient noise, which makes it a real workhorse for tracking vocals or just blocking out a noisy house. The M50X isolates well too, a bit less spacious but tight and contained. So if your sessions involve a microphone or other people, the two closed pairs are your lane, and the 990 is out. Now, tonal balance. What will you actually enjoy hearing? All three lean toward an energetic, slightly V-shaped tuning, but they get there differently. The DT990 is the brightest of the bunch, airy up top with punchy bass, exciting, but that treble peak can bite on harsh recordings. The DT770 keeps strong bass and a more closed-in punch, also bright in the highs, and honestly, treble-sensitive folks should respect that. There's a consistent thread in owner feedback that the upper end gets fatiguing at louder volumes, easily tamed with a little EQ. The M50X is the familiar studio all-rounder, emphasized bass, clear highs, and slightly recessed mids. None of these is dead neutral, so if your goal is pure flat reference for final mixing, all three want a careful ear or some ear help. And look at what Marcus says about the DT770 Pro. I've carried these everywhere for over 3 years on the original pads, and they've had zero issues. The bass is deep without ever turning muddy, and they shut out my neighbors completely. When an opinion lines up with what the spec sheet promises, I trust it more. Comfort over long sessions. This one quietly decides a lot of buyers. Both buyer pairs use soft velour ear pads, and that's a real advantage. They breathe, they don't trap heat the way pleather does, and people regularly report wearing them for hours without their ears cooking. The clamp can feel firm out of the box, but loosens over time. The M50X uses pleather pads that seal beautifully for isolation, but run warmer, and there's a steady pattern of owners with bigger ears finding the cups a touch small and the clamp tight on long stretches. The common fix is a pad swap, which works, but it's an extra step. If you do marathon sessions at a desk, the velour on the buyers gives you more room before fatigue sets in. And if this breakdown is helping you sort it out, subscribe so I can keep making deep comparisons like this one. Drivability. Can you just plug in? The M50X is the easy one here. At 38 ohms with high sensitivity, plug and play from a phone or laptop, and it gets loud. The DT770 in this 80 ohm version really wants an interface or a small DAC amp to open up. Run it straight off a weak laptop jack and it'll feel quiet and flat. The DT990 sits in similar territory, happier with a bit of clean power behind it. So if you don't own an amp and don't plan to, the M50X is the amp-friendly pick by a clear margin. On durability and serviceability, all three are built to last, with replaceable pads. The buyers earn that tank reputation, and most parts swap out, though their cables are fixed. The M50X counters with a detachable cable, and 3 included, the one thing the others don't give you. So what does each deliver for the money? They sit in a similar range, with the M50X usually the most affordable and the one that sees more frequent discounts. The buyers hold price steadier and reward you with velour comfort and serious longevity. The M50X gives you cable versatility and effortless drivability. Different value, same ballpark. Here's the call. There's no single winner, and I won't fake one. Each owns its lane. If you mostly game or do critical listening, is the move. If you record, stream with a mic, or share a room, that open design falls apart, so go DT770 Pro for the velour comfort and serious isolation. And if you want plug and play off a phone or laptop with a detachable cable, the M50X is the easy all-rounder. The M50X sees more frequent discounts, so it's worth waiting for a sale there. And you, which one would you pick? Let me know in the comments. Links below in the description.